What a beautiful day. It's the 6th of December down here at in Bonchurch today. Something a bit different. Bonchurch pottery. Do love it down here. This is Monk's Bay, so the very kind of eastern end of the undercliff really. Got the landslip up there. Do love it down here, but so rarely come here. It's like one of the fishing boats launching off of the shore here. Just about see it. So my little van's just got into the garage. It kind of has been stranded at La Falaise car park for 2 weeks roughly, and managed to get it down off of La Falaise car park last night to the Esplanade, where it sat overnight, and then this morning I tried to get the thing started because it's due in at the garage at 8 in the morning. Tried to get the thing started and it just kept cutting out, losing power. So tried to get it up the zigzaggy sort of road, Spring Hill, where the cascade is in Ventnor, and it just kept cutting out, so I had to reverse it back down again and called the AA, who then towed me to Bonchurch garage, where we just dropped the van in. But there's a multitude of problems afflicting the van now. So power steering pump has exploded, so no power steering. The exhaust is falling off and it looks like it's split, and the electrics are obviously duff now, so the headlights stay on when I turn the engine off, so I have to unplug it at the battery every time I stop the vehicle. It's obviously permanently stopped at the moment, and now I've managed to drain the battery down trying to get the thing started and get it to the garage this morning. So it's been towed, it's in the garage. Hopefully I'll be able to sort everything out today and it won't bankrupt me completely. It's certainly going to take me into my overdraft, which is going to be painful. But I'm glad that it's finally at the garage, and it's a very friendly garage. Bonchurch garage. Strongly recommended to anybody. So fingers crossed, and I'm going to head down to Bestie's because I need a coffee. So walk west along this Esplanade between Shore Road, which is here, Bonchurch, and Ventnor Harbour, which is basically down that way. Taking the diversion where they're doing the coastal defence works, of course, at Wheelers Bay. What a beautiful morning though. I'm glad it's not raining, because this walk from the garage back into Ventnor can be a bit miserable when it is raining. But it's not, it's a beautiful day, so all is well. I love these low chalk cliffs, south facing chalk cliffs, buzzing with various sorts of mining bees and wasps, and also Glanville fritillary butterflies. They love the old ribwort plantain, of which there is loads. Probably the most common kind of broadleaf plant species along here. Yeah, ribwort plantain is obviously the food plant of the caterpillars of Glanville fritillary butterflies, and they absolutely love it along here. Yeah, obviously not out now. It being early December, it doesn't feel like early December, it's so warm. It's a shame the tide isn't low, because when it is low, there's a really long bit of shoreline, wide bit of shoreline here, which is really rocky, so fabulous rock pools, which you very rarely see people actually looking in the rock pools along here. So they're very undisturbed. I ought to do that. Explore the rock pools. There's a rock pipit down there. Slip through bins, make sure it is. Yep, one rock pipit. If I was a rare wheat here, desert wheat here, or Isabline or something like that, I'd be along here. Good time for a desert wheat here. So I must focus. Quite why I never make an appearance in my videos, I don't know. Probably because I don't like to. What a cracking day. Anyway, that's enough of me. It's quite nice to see a couple of oyster catchers actually on the deck along here on the revetment. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to flush them as I go past, but I have no choice but to go past. There are some rocks over there they could go and sit on until I've moved. moved off, but they're here all the time, kind of along this bit of coastline, but good to see them actually on the deck here. Very smart. It's actually quite approachable. I think they're about to fly though. Made it back into Ventnor. Weather couldn't be better for that walk. It's perfect. Perfect. What a cracking view. So up until a few years ago, a guy used to use his secateurs to maintain open kind of windows. Oh, there's what I'm going to be talking about. In this wall covered in ivy, so the lizards had somewhere sunny to bask on the wall. Now the ivy's grown over because he can no longer maintain the open areas. So I'm going to come back here with some secateurs and open them up again for the lizards. But there is one in this still open patch. Just about see the lizard. There we go. Not bad for the 6th of December, whatever it is. The wall lizard out basking in the sun. So I need to create a few more windows like that for them so they can get sun onto the wall and they can bask. It's quite a thicket actually. 12:30 PM at Lady Scarlet's. All is well. So it's now 1:30, I'm at Myrtle Bay, which is just below Ventnor Park. No news yet from the garage. That's either good news or bad news or no news. But just doing a little bit of birding. It's a lovely afternoon. Nice and sunny. Well, there's a bit of cloud has appeared now. See if there are any birds around, any chiff-chaffs or things like that. Just walking up towards Flowers Brook. Lovely little spot this is. Lovely and peaceful. Especially at this time of year. So I'm not really sure what I'll do if the van is completely condemned. Probably stick it somewhere until the spring and try and rebuild my savings, my bank account, which is very close to the overdraft. Try and get myself into a position where I can buy a new van, but it's only going to be a few £100 van, so I'll probably have as many problems as my current one. I only paid 600 quid for my current van and it's had barely any trouble until this set of issues that it's got now. So it's not been bad. £600 in 2018. It's done me well. Love it here, Flowers Brook. In the afternoon, the sun gets onto this slope, looking west now, so the sun's over there. And because it warms up a bit relative to, here is out the sun, this is where the little birds come down to. Lots of invertebrates still active at this time of year. 5th of December, is it the 5th or the 6th? I don't know. So yeah, the birds come down here chasing the flies and that. There's a nice little stream, cascading stream, the brook, Flowers Brook, just down here, where the birds gather to have a bath. So let's go and check that out. So just down here is where the water cascades down. It may all be overgrown, so we may not see anything. Not looked down here for a while. Yep, it's overgrown, so you can't see it. See it from the bottom end. Let's go and have a quick look. So down at the bottom of the slope now. There's the stream, the brook. Go down to the bench and have a look up at where it cascades down. So it's on this slope that the birds gather to have a bath, get some fresh water to drink. Can't see anything at the moment. You can just sit here on the bench for a little while and wait for things to appear. I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, lovely little spot. Just have a quick walk through Ventnor Park now. Really wish the garage would phone though, so I know what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. Certainly quite chilly down here out of the sun. So out of the sun and you can feel the northerly breeze. Lots of berries on the holly. The old cabbage palms are full of berries as well. I think they're cordyline palms, is that the same thing? Don't know, that may be wrong. Covered in white berries, which the birds absolutely adore. Robins and black redstarts and blackcaps and all sorts. Love scoffing those berries at this time of year. Don't think I've seen black redstart in the park here. They're in the churchyard in town and Zigzag Road, those kind of places. Seems fairly devoid of bird life at the moment. Wonder if the ewes have got anything in, any crests. So it's now 3:44 p.m. and I did phone the garage and they said it is in the workshop, so they are doing something to it, but there's no news. That must be that it's not terminal if they're working on it, which is reassuring, and they know that I need to have it out of the garage by the end of today because I live in it, so fingers crossed. £4:55 p.m. and still no word on the van. They close at 5:30 and it's certainly not outside the garage, so I'm just sitting in Pond Church for a few minutes. Then I'll go down there and ask them for an update.